Good day, everybody. We are pulling the cows out of my north pasture, and we're just going to take our time, take them back to the creek. Larry wants to come and get his cows soon, whether it's this weekend or next weekend, whatever. They got enough grass at the creek to last that. And we're just going to get them onto some better stuff. This is what my clover looks like. It's well stripped out, picked over, and the grass is well stripped out and picked over. Come on, guys, get out of here. Let's go. I'm happy with the way they utilized it. I'm glad I didn't have to swath it. And yeah, just have a look at this stuff. It's well utilized, but there's lots of stuff still standing, and we get some snow, it'll catch some snow. I think it's going to be pretty darn good. So you might notice a little difference in sound today. I'm using a wireless mic on this phone, and I'm hoping that it improves the quality of the mobile the videos when I'm doing mobile. I'm hoping that the sound quality has improved. Small investment. Hopefully it sounds better. So I guess I'm just going to take you for a roundabout here. I mean, this stuff here is just kind of nicely getting established. There's good spots, there's bad spots. You can see where the alfalfa and the clover was. It's well picked over, and we got some pretty good time out of this. Cows aren't hurting, and they're not bawling at me. This morning when I came down, I picked up some fence, and I cleaned up the area so that I could move out and move on, and everybody was pretty content. They're not starving. You'd wonder why they keep going after those sticks and stuff, but they do. They're full. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Get through the gate. So they're pretty chillaxed this morning, and we're just gonna get them bunched up and get them moving down to the creek pasture. You can see out there that the clover and the alfalfa is grazed. Just gonna shut this gate here so they don't go back that way, and they're all in one bunch. I'll come back and get this fencer later. I run one fencer down here through the winter, or I'm going to run one fencer down here through the winter to keep all of the wires live, and that way it's easier. Like, the deer don't go through them as if you've got them live. I've noticed that at my home place with the live wires. So everywhere where I have power wires now, main power wires running, I'm keeping them live so that the deer maintain their knowledge that it's live, and they're more apt to go over it or under it than through it. Come on, girls. There's a power wire coming up along here along the dugout, and so I took you guys for a drive to show you the clover earlier before the cows grazed it. And this is what it's looking like after the graze. And I'm happy with that. They got the good stuff. They got all of the good stuff. The sticks. It's not a big deal, right? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Get with the bunch. So here we got a lot of curly dock growing. This area flooded out, so the clover wasn't as good. But I tell you what, they still go through and they were nibbling that curly dock. They like that stuff, even after it's froze. Come on, let's go. You're always the one last to look at me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Cows are full. They're not suffering in any way, shape, or form, but I'm taking them to the next pasture because we have to move back to the main farm for Larry to load because my brother's cows are going to be busy this week, so I can't use his. Come on. Up. Get around. Get around. Get around. Come on. Let's go. So we're going to do that. We're going to get them back to the creek pasture, and then it's a it's a 4-mile walk back to my corrals, which is not a big deal. It's a nice move. We just take our time. Come on, girls. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. You guys got to move. Let's go. There's my little bull calf off of my crossbred heifer. Nice little calf, I'd say. Born the end of May. Growing good. That little calf, that little heifer has produced, I'd say, more than 50% of her body weight. That calf must be 375, and I don't think that heifer is much more than 750. And she's done real well. As long as she comes back inbred, we're going to be pretty happy. Come on, guys. Move your butts. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Get around. Once we get them around the power wire, they'll be ready to go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. They just aren't that excited about getting moving. They're not hungry. They're not. I tried calling them this morning. A few of them kind of came towards me, but they just weren't interested. They don't care. Let's go. There you go. Fine. Come on. Up. Let's go. Hey, come on, let's go. I don't care which way you go, just get out, go. All going to be the same in the end. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Hup. Hup. Be nice to get them off this dugout. It's full, and they did okay on it, but I don't like dugouts. But it was full enough I didn't have to worry about coming over here with the pump and having to worry about the pump every day. So we're happy to use it, but happy to get off of it, I guess. Come on, girls. Let's go. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Head her to the gate. Let's go. There they go. They're starting to go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. So, we'll get these guys kind of mosey in, and I wanted to show you what the clover and stuff looks like. We've got it picked over good. The grass is picked over good. Come on, Kev. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Mama. You know, she's not a big heifer. She's been growing and raising a calf. Let's go. Come on. Come on. But I guess the proof will be if she comes back bred when we preg check. That's going to be the tell-all. And I guess if she don't, she don't. That's just the way it goes. I'm not sure if I'm willing to give them another try. But she wasn't very big when she calved. She was the only one out of that bunch that got bred last year. The rest of them came to be. Like, she's only about 26 months old right now, right? Like, she bred fairly early in her lifespan. So I guess if she came up bred or comes up bred, it'd be awesome. But if she doesn't, we could afford to run her through it for another year. See if she'll breed next year. I don't know. The price of stuff's gone out to lunch. This would never happen in a different market. If the cow was dry, you'd just ship her. And I mean, maybe that's what a guy's going to do. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see what the preg check comes up as. She's a pretty, I mean, she's not carrying much weight, but she's a pretty good little cow. So she might just be the one that come back and click. You never know. She's only a heifer. It's only her first calf. She had that calf behind her this spring by herself. And zero assistance. And she wasn't very big to start with, so the calf wasn't that small either. So I'm kind of hoping she does have a calf in her. I haven't seen her riding. I haven't seen anything riding lately. So I told the bulls August 20, or was it September? August. We pulled the bulls in August 21st. That was our 60-day program. And then we put the bunches together, and we've been moving them around in a big herd ever since. And today is October 22nd. Yep, today is October the 22nd. This is the last bunch. Larry's and mine mixed together. I said Larry wants to pull his home. Mine go back to his place to be sure cattle. But my heifers that I bred, I think I'm going to keep them around, and I got to brand them yet. So I know what kind of corral I've got, and I would rather use it at my brother's place to use. I can just haul mine over there, Brando, and then take them to Larry's after we preg check. So see what's bred. Anything that's not bred might go into the meat market. Anything that is bred, going to Larry's to calf. These cattle are doing well. They're in good shape. I mean, look, there was alfalfa, grass mixed out throughout all this field. And they had a lot of munching to do. They've been down here for a while. I mean, pretty close to 20 days. Moved them around a couple of times. I thought I'd have to get them out of here for the frost, and then I did some research. The frost isn't a problem as long as it kills the plant. That's basically what it did. It was -6 degrees for all night, so it shut these plants down. So there's no risk of nitrate poisoning on stuff like that. So I'm just hooking up I had to unhook stuff here to pick up wire. And so this is a thing I found helps not get knocked off is I wrap it around the wire and I go back and I clamp it on someplace where it's full bore on and down to the ground rod. This ground rod here is in well, it'll be in the water table almost because this clay is wet right now. I mean, it dries out down to 3 and 4 feet when it cracks open, but this stuff here is pretty damp. We had some good rains in July and August and brought up our moisture, and so when you get rain in the late summer like that, this creeping foxtail, it really performs in wet. It loves wet. This stuff was 2 feet high when I came in here to graze, and I mean the cows are regrazing it again because they've been off of this area here for 10 days, and there's some fresh shoots in here, and they want them. They want to nip them as they're going. But we're gonna get them out of here. Come on, girls, let's go. Let's go. So I'm gonna pause you. We're gonna move them down to the creek pasture. I'll show you what they're going into there again. Come on, let's go. But in the meantime and in between time, you won't notice the difference because I'm gonna pause you. So we'll talk in you. So I just want to mention that, like, this was grazed, and if you look across it, you can see some regrowth, and it's been cool. We haven't had a lot of moisture. We had a little bit of moisture here last week. Come on, girls, let's go. Let's go. I didn't cut that bull calf off of my... I was thinking about seeing what he turns out to be like a bull, but I might still band him. But if you look, you can see some regrowth, and these cattle have grazed this once over already, and then I took them off and moved them away. And that's part of the regenerative plan. That's part of it's probably part of the system that makes things click when you rotate and when you're doing regenerative grazing. Come on, guys, let's go. It gives your grass a break, and it gives it a chance to come back. And it's not perfect. I'm just saying this stuff has done some regrowing. Like, you can see where the plants were nipped and they've grown back up. Hi, guys, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, before I run into you, you can move. Come on. Come on. Used to be my windbreak corral for a year that I fed down here. The bales were the windbreak. Not so much a corral. I didn't use it as a corral, but I used them as a windbreak, and the cows survived that year. It was actually a pretty decent year. I've ground up a pile of stuff that had it for a feeder. They've since broke it to crap. One of these days, I'm going to come and pull out all of the posts and use them for something else. Come on. And yeah, I'm seeding that 50 acres up on the hill up by the creek pasture. I'm going to seed that farmland back to grass this fall. So maybe I'll pull these posts out and set myself up a corral over here on this, between these two quarters, so that you got something kind of decent to work an animal if we got some sick ones, or a lot of times they come over here late so we could load out of it. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Anyway, I got lots of posts I can pull out, the big 8-footers, and use them. They're still good. I'll put you on pause. We'll talk in a bit. Bring these guys over towards the creek pasture and move them along. Okay, we are back at the creek pasture, and this corner here is a little short. They're piled up in here, and I had the heifers down here before they left, ashes. But there's still a fair amount down in this area. As you can see, as we get away from that corner, it gets better. And yeah, there's a lot of foxtail in this area. They're not being forced to eat it. You can go find something else. We've got some creeping foxtail here. They said they're not being forced to eat this foxtail, this fluffy stuff. They'll probably just walk right through it. And I'll take you out and show you what they're going into on the other side of the creek. That's where they want to be, really. They can go wherever they want, but in this 160 acres, actually. So this curly dock, everybody thinks it's so terrible, but when it's young, they like it like lettuce. And I've actually seen some of the cows just walk up and take a bite of this, of the grain heads of this curly dock. And yeah, it's got a heck of a root system on it. We have lots to send down some roots, and it's a biannual. Doesn't seem to have a liliopathic quality to it. Everything seems to grow around it. So, and where it grows, that seems to be where things start growing. If it's not growing, quite honestly, half the time nothing else is either down here. This is such hard to deal with land. A little bit of creeping foxtail, a little bit of crescent wheat. So coming up to the dike here. Still a little water in the creek that they can drink out of the dugout if they don't want that. So they've got, I don't know, 35, 40 acres of grass that looks like this in this side of the creek. And they can go around, pick whatever they want. They had spent a little time here, so it is a little bit nipped. But quite honestly, there's still a lot of grass here. These cows got to make it to this weekend or next weekend, and I got a feeling it's going to be this weekend. Just waiting to hear back from Larry's trucker. But to be honest, there's some grass here, guys. Like, well, look at up to the center hub on the quad. Cows will come and find it. It's going to be that time of year where it's nice to see them come, but it's nice to see them go. Move on to some other projects, but so I want you to pay attention to some of these spots, like right here. Just got to take a different angle here so you can see it. So right there, where I just drove out of and did a loop, that used to be all foxtail in that area. And the creeping foxtail has come in and scattered right through it. Next year, you're not going to see this. You're not going to see this area at all. It's going to be just like the rest of it. So that's the power of this creeping foxtail in rough. Like, this is hard land to do anything with because we get everybody else's weeds. So this used to be farmed years ago. And then we seeded it to brome grass and alfalfa. It never did come. The odd spot here and there. So then we started feeding creeping foxtail bales at the east end of this mile. This pasture is divided now. But at the east end, we started feeding the bales in the wintertime, and it seeded it in here, and we seeded some along, like we fed some along the way here too, but mostly at the east end, and what we did feed here was mostly out in this area. But it's coming in by itself, and once you get a sprinkling of it, well, it just takes over. And I know it's invasive. That's obvious. Like, it's gone a long way in this heavy clay flat between here and Maroon. But nobody's complaining about it because the native grass down here it sucks. It's not very good. There's not much of it. It's short. It takes a lot of area to graze a cow compared to on this tame creeping foxtail. So we've got a lot of this, and I want more. Actually, I wish I could get a better establishment on the other side of the creek, but on the other side of the creek, it just it's really, really slow because we don't get the water on that side of the dike. A lot of times we'll get a spring flood and it'll stay on this side of the dike, and it doesn't get over to the other side, so it takes a real hard flow to get to the other side, and then it drains off quick over there because it's high and low spots and whatnot. Anyway, they got a lot of feed here. It'll last them for the rest of the week. We're down to about 68 animal, like large animals, about 52 pair, 51, 52 pair here now. So it's not as many cows here anymore. They just got to make it till when Larry comes, and then the day before that, they're heading back to my place to the corrals. So I'd like to say, like, subscribe, share, comment. If you like what you see, comment to me, let me know. We're getting to the end of the season here. For the grazing part, yes, we'll move along to other projects. Like here on this side of the dike, it's just real tough land. Unless you get a flood where the water sits, it's taken a long time to come into production. It's been seeded multiple times. It's just really tough land to farm, and I don't think there's a lot of use of doing anything else. Like there's a spot out here, probably about 15 acres, that just doesn't hardly grow anything. And then you get into a spot like this where the brome grass, crested wheat, and the excuse me, creeping foxtail and a little bit of alfalfa is starting to show up, and it looks pretty decent. It's going to take more time. Looks a lot better than it did 3 years ago when I took it over. It was overgrazed and abused. Since I've taken it over, it has come into being a little bit better on this side. It used to be before there wasn't much out here. So anyway, I'm sure this, by the time we put it all together and edit it all together, it'll be long enough. So we're going to let you go. This is what they're coming into. This is the final pasture move before we take them back to the load of it and send them home. Our crested wheat is trying to do some things. It is what it is. I mean, very, very tough land. Have a great one. We'll talk at you another day.